The source of wisdom is knowing truth. Wisdom is knowing what is proper and right. One has wisdom only when he has become truth. You may not understand or agree if you were told that from the perspective of truth, everything everyone in the world says and does is a lie. However, this is in fact true because all people act from within their minds, from their own point of view. These actions are their perspective only. Their words and actions are false because their minds are false. A person who has become truth itself is not fickle because he is truth. He can be trusted eternally because his mind is the mind of oneness. On the other hand, man's mind changes at the drop of a hat, so it is impossible to trust what he says. When one's mind becomes one with the mind of truth, he sees and hears from the viewpoint of the principles of truth. There is a world of difference between what he knows and what a false person knows. Such a person also knows that nothing is right or correct in the illusion that is human life. When one becomes truth that exists of and by itself, there are no obstacles or hindrances, and it is freedom without constraints. Everything in the world exists within oneself, and he is an eternal and never-dying immortal that has transformed into the energy and light of truth where life and death do not exist. Therefore, he is the Son of Truth, a divine being, an enlightened sage. Man's mind is dead and does not know the principles of the world. As much as his consciousness grows, the more he comes to know, namely, when he discards his own consciousness and becomes the consciousness of God through the 8 levels, he comes to have wisdom. When one sees the world after he has become the soul and spirit of the universe, there is nothing that he does not know. He comes to know everything of and by himself. People believe that wisdom can be found in books or in good speeches, but there is no wisdom unless one has cleansed his mind and has been resurrected as the energy and light of the universe. Only God, the mind of the Creator, has wisdom. If we do not become that mind, if we do not become God, all of our words and actions are false. They are just our illusions. We must have the wisdom of God, the infinite light of the universe. When one's mind, that is the size of his shape and form, grows to become as big as the original consciousness of the infinite universe, one's individual consciousness no longer exists, and only truth remains. Only at this time, or in other words, only when one has become clean and truth alone remains, does wisdom appear. This is the reason becoming truth is the source of wisdom. If one does not know truth, he does not know heaven either. Knowing truth is the source of wisdom.